This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here are today's top stories from Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, and the region. Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has called on Azerbaijan to allow an Armenian government aid convoy to enter Nagorno-Karabakh as a step toward commitment to the peace agenda. 9 days ago, the Armenian government tried to send trucks with 360 tons of desperately needed humanitarian aid to Nagorno-Karabakh, but the convoy was blocked by Azerbaijani border guards from entering the Lachin corridor. Currently, the trucks remain stuck at the entrance to the corridor, the sole overland route connecting Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. United Nations personnel visited the convoy this afternoon. Obstructing the passage of cargo is a gross violation of the ceasefire declaration that ended the 2020 war, Pashinyan told ministers today at his weekly cabinet meeting. The Kremlin-brokered ceasefire says Russian peacekeepers should control the Lachin corridor, but Azerbaijan has blocked nearly all traffic from the corridor for more than 7 months, pushing Nagorno-Karabakh's more than 100,000 Armenians to the brink of famine. In related news, the head of the UN has added his voice to the growing chorus of officials around the world urging Azerbaijan to lift its blockade of Nagorno-Karabakh. In a statement yesterday, a spokesperson for António Guterres said the Secretary General continues to call on Azerbaijan to implement a UN court ruling from earlier this year that orders the country to ensure unimpeded movement between Nagorno-Karabakh and Armenia. The International Court of Justice's ruling is binding, but the court has no enforcement powers. Guterres remains particularly concerned about reports of the deteriorating humanitarian situation on the ground, the spokesperson added. Last month, Armenian President Vahagan Khachaturian met with Guterres to discuss the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Nagorno-Karabakh, whose population is grappling with severe shortages of food, energy, medicine, and other essentials. The Armenian government has blacklisted U.S. citizen Areni Margossian, the latest case where a member of the opposition Dashnaktsutyun party has been banned from the country. Right now I'm speaking to you from Zvartnots airport in Yerevan, Margossian said in a self-recorded video posted to social media, adding, "When I reached passport control, they banned me from entering the country." In a statement yesterday, Armenia's Human Rights Defender's Office confirmed Margossian's ban and said staffers will demand written clarifications from the relevant government agencies. The matter is under the direct attention of the ombudsperson, the statement added. Margossian's ban is at least the 6th known case since last year where the Armenian government has blacklisted a member of the Dashnaktsutyun, also known as the Armenian Revolutionary Federation. They are believed to be Armenia's first entry ban since the early 1990s. Since the 2020 war, the Dashnaktsutyun has been at the forefront of calls for Pashinyan to resign. The Walt Disney Company will reportedly not air a miniseries about Turkey's founding father on its streaming service after pressure by Armenian interest groups to scrap the biopic entirely. Earlier this week, Armenian and Turkish media began reporting Disney would not air the Atatürk miniseries on its global streaming service, prompting Turkey's state-run broadcast watchdog to launch an investigation into the entertainment conglomerate. A Disney subsidiary said yesterday the miniseries will air later this year on television and in movie theaters in Turkey, but made no mention of broadcasting the biopic worldwide on the Disney Plus streaming service. A spokesperson for Turkey's ruling party called the decision shameful and disrespectful. The Armenian National Committee of America, a prominent Armenian-American lobbying group, is calling on Disney to scrap the miniseries altogether, citing Mustafa Kemal Atatürk's ties with the perpetrators of the Armenian genocide. Finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 6. That's the total number of operational hubs, also known as forward operating bases, that the European Union plans to operate in Armenia to support its civilian monitoring mission on the border with Azerbaijan. Of the 6, 4 are already in operation, with the EU inaugurating its latest hub in the southern Armenian town of Kapan yesterday. The final 2 hubs are set to be opened later this year. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground in Armenia, Nagorno-Karabakh, and the region.